wide receiver, we have seen players like Odell Beckham, Kelvin Benjamin, Mike Evans, all in the same class. A.J. Brown, Jalen Waddle have productive rookie seasons with bad quarterbacks. And we also have seen those players kind of bring out the best in not necessarily bad quarterbacks, but bad passing situations. I think Neighbors is, first of all, a guy that is going to be moving up all of your rankings. So I think you have him about 30th. He's going to start going higher. ADP has him higher. Everyone's going to fall in love with him. There's going to be a lot of buzz. That could be a trap, but I believe in him. I believe in the talent. I believe that he can do things that are quarterback independent, like take a short pass, take it to the house, do that maybe twice this year, and be a top 12 wide receiver. Malik Neighbors.
You have been very pro Malik Neighbors since before he got drafted, so we can't call this a Giants thing. And I remember right after the draft, you said, I think you predicted that we would all have him as like a round 5 or 6 pick, something like that. I think you were really bullish even then. And I've moved him up into that late round 5 range because you look at this Giants offense, there's literally no one else that they can get the ball to and kind of frustrate defenses with. But he's that guy who can. And I think that this will be a change in how the Giants operate. They don't have Saquon anymore. They don't have anybody that's really good anymore, but they've got Neighbors. And I think that he could command a bigger target share than any Giant under Brian Daboll has had yet in his career. I know the throws are going to come from Daniel Jones. I don't think Daniel Jones is that bad of a quarterback when he's had time to throw, and that offensive line should be better. I don't know if he can be top 12, Adam. I think that might be taking it a step too far, but top 24? Would that be bold? Obviously not as bold as top 12, but I think if you draft him, like maybe he sneaks in to the top 24. I don't think that that's so wrong. I think that he can get there.
Well, that hopefully, because he's not going much later than that. All right, here's bold prediction number 2. Derrick Henry will be one of the biggest busts in fantasy. 30-year-old running back with more than 2,000 career carries who doesn't catch the ball. It's just that simple. If he doesn't score touchdowns, Derrick Henry is going to be very disappointing for fantasy managers.
What's funny is one of my bold predictions is that Derrick Henry will finish as a top 5 fantasy running back, even in PPR. Game script dependent, I should say, in Tennessee last year. Probably will be in Baltimore too, but Baltimore wins a lot of games. They've got a better offensive line than Tennessee has. They want to run him a lot. They've talked about using him just like they did in Baltimore, and he's correct, or like he did in Tennessee, I should say. And he said that he's happy that he's not the focal point of an offense anymore. Defenses have to pay attention to Lamar Jackson too. Go take a look at how Derrick Henry did running out of shotgun at Tennessee. It was great. He just didn't do it a lot. He's going to do a lot of that. We're talking like 5 yards per carry for this dude in Baltimore with a better situation and probably more touchdown opportunities. I think you're off on this one. I know Derrick Henry's 30, but he's not your typical 30-year-old guy. I think he's going to slay.
No, he's not your typical one. He has more carries than the others. He has more career. He has much more work. And I get it. He's bigger and he's a weirdo and a machine.
Yes.
Okay. Last one here. I know you're not going to agree with it in your rankings, but I think you're going to get where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Chris Godwin outscores Mike Evans in PPR. Going to put Godwin in the slot more this year. I think there was some rate stats like target per route run rate, yak, things like that for Mike Evans that were fluky and will not repeat this year. And obviously there's a big age difference. Mike Evans is going to be 31 years old. So Chris Godwin outscores Mike Evans in PPR.
I could see it. I have a hard time assuming that Godwin will be close to Evans as far as touchdowns go. And I think that maybe as far as catches go, he might be like 20 catches better, and he won't have nearly the same type of efficiency or certainly explosiveness that Evans has. I would disagree with that one. I think the only way that happens is if Mike Evans really gets hit in the face by Father Time or misses games. I don't think Godwin will make up enough of a difference catching the ball to beat Evans in PPR.
That is Dave Richard, who did not really agree with any of my bold predictions. But you know what? You shouldn't necessarily agree with them.
Right.
I don't agree with them on paper. I'm not ranking Godwin ahead of Evans. Hopefully it's just food for thought. The point would be I'd rather wait and take Godwin than draft Mike Evans where he's going. And I want everybody to have a wonderful day and tune into Fantasy Football Today in 5 tomorrow. See ya.